Hey, good morning, folks. Well, have I got another vehicle for you, and I'm going to steal a line from Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's back, and that is the Land Cruiser. It left in 21. It was pretty big. It was pretty boxy. It got terrible fuel mileage, like 12 to 14. So Toyota said, we're going to bring it back. We're going to put it on a diet, and they definitely did that. And they lowered the price, and they detune the motor. It's got a 4-cylinder. It's turbocharged, which is really good. It's got tons of horsepower. And I had a friend go for a ride with me, and he goes, he says, I don't know, man. He says, it doesn't have that big V8. We went down the road, and the torque is right at the bottom of the band. So there's no lag, there's no nothing. So that's what you got with this. The styling is completely different. This one is smoky blue, if you're looking for a color coordinates. Like I said, 4-cylinder, 2.4-liter turbocharged, 8-speed automatic, and it's an off-roader. Full-time 4-wheel drive. You can locking rear and center differentials. You can disengage the stabilizer bars for a lot of leverage, where you could actually get, some cantilever, get some up and down in the ditches. You got multi-terrain select, great big knobs, even if you had to wear gloves, 18-inch alloy wheels. Then you've got then of course, if you put the options on it, you can bump them to 20, and that's what I'm running right here, is 20-inch tires and wheel package. Power lift gate, which is really great. You got a 2.4 kilowatt inverter, so if you want to run some 12-volt stuff or 110 stuff, you're capable of doing that in the massive back end. You've got a 10-speaker standard sound system, but if you go optional, JBL 14 speakers throughout this car. You've got a power moonroof. You've got a cool box. So if you've got some water or some soda, and you're going on a long trip, maybe out to the desert, and you want it to be nice and chilly when you get there, it actually has a cool box that will take care of that. You've got a wireless phone charger, but you've also got USB ports. I think there's USB, there's B and C, or I don't know. They have all these different new plug-ins. It's got it all. It's also got a 2-tone paint. That's all optional as well. 22 city, 25 highway, 23 combined. I'm getting about 18, and I'm a pretty hyper miler, so I think it's going to take a while for it to come up. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned it, but it's a hybrid. So you will actually, this thing is running right now, and then all of a sudden you'll hear it where it'll actually shut itself off, and then it starts back up again. So that's really quite nice. You've got, you can get into these for $55,950. It's called the 1958, rather iconic. And then you have the base hybrid for $61,950, and then the first edition for $74,950. All right, so what I've got, mine is a base of $61,950, $8,000 in options. So you could say, well, I don't want this or I don't want that. So you could go build accordingly. Freight $13,995, and you got a total of $69,969. Now you're thinking, oh man, that's really expensive. No. The old Land Cruiser, this thing would be over $100,000, okay? So they've really taken care of it. They've lightened it up. They've tried to give you a vehicle that's capable to go off-road. You can tow with this as well. 6,000-pound towing capacity, which, that's pretty good. You got a nice roof rack. You can put, excuse me, you can put features on it. Just go to your parts department and take a look. All right, so what we're going to do now, let's kind of do a little bit of a walk around. Let me pop the hood and we'll start there. And then we'll go inside. And I'm sure you can definitely make this winch capable. As soon as I get the old hood up. All right. Now there's your hybrid system over here to the left. Nice little 4-cylinder, easy access. All your containers are clear plastic for you to know where you can check your fluid levels, brake, windshield washer, radiator. Then you've got the dipstick is bright yellow, so there's no guessing. There's nothing to do to the hybrid battery. All your fuse boxes are over here. You've got your air cleaner right here if you want to do some home maintenance, which you can do. Tells you exactly what oil to use. So it's pretty compact. It might be a little noisy, but once you close it, it's got this nice cover. Once you close this up, you really can't hear hardly anything, to be honest with you. And then you just shut her down. LED lighting. You've got fog lights. You could put a winch on the front if you so choose. Mud flaps. You got underbody protection. You got the running boards, of course. You've got really nice, comfortable, heated and cooled leather seating. You've got nice big dash. You got plenty of controls all along the dash in the center console for off-road modes, disconnecting the sway bars as I was mentioning. You got this really nice 360 rear view mirror where there have been some people that like it and some people are not such fans. I absolutely love it. I think it's great. The cool box is right underneath that armrest, so that's easy to get to. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna put on a few goodies. Oh, I know, you want the nav? Let me go ahead and stick the nav on here just to kind of show you. See, it kind of shows it in the dark mode, so let's, okay, it doesn't change when I put it, but because we're in this area, it's kind of darkened a little bit. Power, tilt and telescopic wheel, just with a simple touch of a knob. Again, you can do your automatic headlights, rear hatch, and then all the controls in the center. And this is one of those where the more you ride it, the better off it is. Nice back seat, center armrest. Again, the seats will fold down for added storage, or, you know, you could probably actually sleep in it if you wanted to. It's big enough on the inside. You've got nice armrests here, which allows you to, let's see, let me take a peek here. I was just going to see. And then on the back side, on the back side of the console, that's really quite interesting. Let me move this up so you can really see it. You have all the controls you could want right there on the back of the car. So if you're a passenger, you know, you can see the temperature of the car. You could even change the temp, if I'm not mistaken, if you so choose to do so. But yeah, it's really great. And then of course, you know, you've got the place for your trailer system. And I thought it was kind of nice that they, you know, cover it up so it doesn't look gaudy and you don't bang your shins on it. And there's my famous book. I'm not done yet, but you've got nice, big, huge shock absorbers to hold this thing up. They give you a nice mat, you know, so that you've got all of your stuff doesn't slide around. They actually give you a safety first aid kit, which I thought is quite nice. You've got a tonneau cover that you can get for it. It'll cover it. You've got your AC plug in right there, and that's an actual plug itself. So in case you needed to, you know, get into it. USB ports, or I think that's the little C if I'm not mistaken. And so those are on either side. And considering that this is not a three row, you know, that way the cable would come out and around, so it wouldn't be in the way. Toyota really thought it out. Toyota doesn't do anything fast. Toyota just, let's see, you want to see what's underneath here? Let's take a peek. This is just an area for your extra goodies, extra tools. You've also got one other little area. Yeah, see, this is the part where it shows you some, just being able to get to more more equipment more than anything. The fun thing about it when you get one of these is learning everything there is to learn about it. And I think that's the actual fun part of it. So backup cameras on this thing is really good. It's got a backup camera and a front camera. So if you're trying to maneuver into a tight spot, the camera system, let me see if we can't get that camera system to come on, because it's well worth taking a peek at it. You've got nice hard removable floor mats. So, you know, if you do get out on the road, on the country, and you're getting all muddy, easy to wash. Real simple, just look at this. You got the 360 camera, you got the backup camera. So there's no reason why you would ever run or hit anything. And then of course, like I said, that just shows you're dark. Now it does have Apple CarPlay, which if you put Apple CarPlay on and Android Auto, then you'll get your different, I think it's Google Maps if I'm not mistaken. But if you're a Land Cruiser person and you're bummed because it left, well, it's back. And yes, you can get them. They're starting to come into the dealerships now. So get online. You could build your own Land Cruiser. Pick one of, I can't tell you how many different colors, two-tone, whatever the case may be. Send that information to the dealer, and they'll tell you when yours comes in. All right. Keep watching my YouTube page and all my social medias, because every week we'll have another new vehicle for you. So be safe, and I'll see you down the road.